Hello students, welcome to my class Physics in Your Life. Today we are going to study a new concept of this chapter, motion. This chapter belongs to class 9th. This video is prepared by Tushar Bharadwaj. So let's get started. Objectives. Students will be able to derive 3 equations of motion by graphical method after the completion of this video. So we have these 3 equations of motion: v minus u equal to at, v square minus u square equal to 2as, and the third one is s equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, so we have this graph discussed earlier in our last video also. Okay, so now OD is our initial velocity and OV and EB also we have final velocity. Okay, according to this graph, an object moving like this from D to B, its velocity increases like this. Okay, so we have some notations here. V is our final velocity. So according to this graph, DE, BE and OC represents final velocity here. U initial velocity, OD and EA represents initial velocity here. T time axis. So OE and DA represents time and BA represents here V minus U. It means change of velocity. Okay, BE is V, AE is U, so BA will be V minus U. Is it clear, students? Now moving ahead to solve or to derive first equation of motion. Okay, according to the definition of acceleration, as we know that acceleration is equal to change of velocity per unit time. Okay, so if this t goes here, it will be at equal to change of velocity. Okay, and according to graph, dA represents change of velocity. Okay, so this is our first equation and this is our second equation. From first and second equation, if we equate these two equations, we will get at equal to v minus u, and this equation can be written as v minus u is equal to at, and this is our first equation. So I hope you understood this derivation. This is very simple derivation of first equation of motion. Okay students, now moving ahead, second equation of motion. So as we have discussed earlier also the area under this curve represents distance, right? So dB, the area under this dB represents distance and the symbol of distance is s. If we have to calculate area of this figure, this is basically a trapezium, okay, a quadrilateral. Okay, so what is the formula of trapezium? Half sum of its parallel side into height, right? So we have OD and EB are the two parallel sides here. Okay, and DA or OE will be our height. Okay, so if we put these values in this formula, s equal to half into sum of its parallel sides into height. So sum of its parallel side, what are our two parallel sides? OD and BE. So BE plus OD. Okay, and height is OE or DA. So OE, right? What is the value of BE here? BE is our final velocity V, right? And OD is our initial velocity U, and OE represents on time axis, so this is our T. Is it clear, students? Now in next step, we are going to remove 2 from here, or we'll wait until the next step. So we are putting the value of t from first equation of motion. So v minus u is equal to at. If a goes here, so v minus u upon a equal to t. So this is the value of t, right? So instead of t, we are substituting v minus u upon a here. Okay, now we are having 2 and a in the denominator. So we are removing this 2 and a from here to the next side, LHS, left hand side, right? So we have 2as on LHS and v plus u multiplied by v minus u in RHS, right hand side. So I think this step or this statement resembles any mathematical identity, that is a square minus b square equal to a plus b a minus b, a plus b a minus b. So instead of this expression, we can write v square minus u square. Okay, and this equation can be written as v square minus u square equal to 2as. This is our second equation of motion. Is it clear, students? Okay, now moving to our third equation of motion. Again, we have to calculate the area under this inclination, okay, under this line. And now we will divide this trapezium into 2 parts, triangle and rectangle. So area of triangle DBA plus area of triangle rectangle ODAE. Okay, so what is the formula of area of triangle? Half base into height. And what is the formula of rectangle? L into B, right? So half base into height, what is the base here? BA, okay, and height DA, okay, and area of rectangle, length is OE and height is OD, right? Now substituting the values of these BA, DA, OE and OD in this equation. So BA is our V minus U, okay students, and DA is T, time axis, okay, horizontal axis, right? And OE again T and OD is U. So we are here now half V minus U into T plus T into U or U into T, okay. So now substituting the value of V minus U from first equation of motion, okay, we'll get AT, okay. Now we are here half AT into T plus T into U, okay. We can write this T into U here also, okay. So we have now S equal to UT plus half A T into T. T into T means T square, okay. So now this whole equation can be written as S equal to UT plus half AT square. This is our third equation of motion, okay. These 3 equations, derivation of 3 equations is very important according to your examination point of view, okay students. So I hope you understood these 3 derivations, okay. You can practice these 3 derivations, okay, for your examinations. Now moving ahead, the last topic of this chapter, uniform circular motion. This is very simple topic, okay. Now if an object moves in a circular motion, the direction of its velocity is tangential, okay. What is the meaning of tangential? It has only one point of contact with the circle, right? And it creates a perpendicular or 90-degree angle with the radius, right? So if an object experiencing uniform circular motion, it is traveling in a circular path at a constant speed, okay, but its velocity changes because direction is changing, right? Okay, So if r is the radius of the path and we define that period time t, okay, the speed is given by circumference over the period. Okay, what is circumference here? 2 pi r. Circumference of the circle is 2 pi r upon time period. So basically it is the simple formula, speed equal to distance upon time. Speed equal to distance upon time. In circular motion, an object covers circumference as its distance, right? So we have to write 2 pi r instead of distance. Okay, and if we calculate acceleration from this formula, we'll get 2 pi nu. Nu is the symbol of frequency, right? 2 pi nu by t. This is the small concept of uniform circular motion. Okay, I hope you understood these concepts in a very easy manner, right? Okay, thank you.